Celestine and
Ernest
and Celestine involving a bear and a mouse in
France. They spoke French.
Yeah, it is French, and it was a French movie but it was dubbed. I'm trying to think of what the style animation is, because it feels very much like a storybook animation, but like old style, like if not how
simplistic.
Yeah, like not as simple as Porky's preview. I think more of like I'll show you that. I'll show you that cartoon later. It's more of, if you've ever seen the original animation of Winnie the Pooh by A.A. Milne, I think that's how you say their name.
Milne or something. Milne.
It's kind of like that kind of style of animation where it's like
it's drawn watercolors.
It's very fast. It kind of reminded me of like Studio Ghibli.
But it's not drawing as the story goes. It was just in the beginning drawing, and then she was a watercolor artist.
Yeah, but she originally just drew like pencil animation, right?
Right. She kept breaking the pencil. Yep.
And
of a bear, because the
story is
the older woman that took care of them, they were in a foster home. So she would tell them stories about the scary bear.
It reminded me of Madeline, about how there was this woman and there were all these kids. This movie, it's gonna be one of those where it's like, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but it's also not the best thing I've ever seen. Like, I don't...
Well, it was good enough to be in the Academy Awards.
Yeah, Norbit was also nominated for an Academy Award.
But this was an animation, and it did lose to Frozen, which...
You're like the only person... You and the Amish are the only people that haven't seen that movie yet. And I think even the Amish people have probably heard of it.
I haven't seen it, but...
Yeah. This movie, it's like... Well, it was short. It was like 75 minutes, and that's with...
Well, the criteria I had was a kid's movie, short...
Yeah, because...
And Tubi.
Or Netflix, because we're turning out these reviews to, like, while we're doing our trip.
Yep.
Which, by the way, we have
Don't say where we're going.
We have one more for our trip. We have one more that we have to do for the trip, so that way we have, like, a couple of weeks to, like, recoup afterwards.
Okay.
This is a movie... I'm not a huge fan of the animation, but it has really good message. Nowadays, it's extremely important.
Coaster Kitty would like this movie.
Yeah, she does like mice. But she probably doesn't like bears, does she? Anyway, this is one of those movies. It's kind of like Halloween Town. From what I've heard, Zombies. The Disney Channel Zombies.
Oh, they're just drawing like...
No, and it also reminded me of Zootopia, where it's... Well, they do say prejudice, but it's like very... It's talking about, like, prejudice and racism, or something.
Like, are not supposed to be with bears, what you're getting?
Bears aren't supposed to be, and there's prejudices, but for that both quote for kids message too much hate and different. I can't find again. And if I want this message. That's me personally. Oh, we forgot to say the plot. Okay.
Does she run away from the orphanage, or is she aged out, or what?
I think, okay, when you're an orphan...
Because she said nobody wanted her or loved her.
When you're an orphan...
no one left.
Well, that's because, like, people were, like, I don't know, it was a little slow, and...
There weren't people in the movie. It was bears were, like, the people world, and the mice were, like, in the below the street. Underworld, yeah. And what was really funny is, remember the
this movie could have used full cake as a figure.
How they exercise those traps.
Yeah.
Oh, it was kind
There
of
are funny gags throughout this movie, but I don't know. I don't know if it's the animation or if the story was a little slow for me. Basically, what the point of this movie is that Celestine is a mouse who's an orphan, and they all have, and their job is to collect bear teeth.
Mm-hmm. Because mice have 2 teeth in the front.
Well, the thing is that mice have used their teeth for a lot of things, so the teeth get broken, and bear teeth is a good replacement.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I still don't know where she got all the teeth from. She wanted to become a dentist.
She got the teeth from that dentist shop.
Oh.
You remember when they broke into it?
Mm-hmm.
And Ernest, his storyline, it's kind of like, reminds me of the Looney Tunes animations of the 3 Bears family cartoons, which you can find on Looney Tunes Collector's Choice Volume 1. Please buy it so they'll release more. Yes, pressure.
Come on.
And Ernest, he wakes up, I don't know why, he just does.
No. A hole in the roof, and the birds are running. He was all out.
He touched their life. Lead to the it's almost not. Then
he hardened.
Yeah.
Band
becomes
trouble with police.
Yeah. The
food can sleeping.
Yeah. She's like, she was, and oh, you know how many
appetite?
You want cans and everything? You like, yeah, it's like,
yeah.
Look at there. That was he was about to get with
no,
like,
what the
she was
the
like,
father threw out when she was in the house getting a tooth.
But she was like, no, and so she just like did like a poke or something.
She took her nail and made a circle to open up the basement window.
And said, okay, Ernest, okay, there you go, enjoy.
Thank you, Missy. Coaster Kitty.
But yeah, this movie.
So they both ended up helping each other out.
And then they develop a bond.
Mm-hmm.
This movie didn't do certain things that I thought it would do. Like, I thought it would be a part where where Ernest and Celestine were going to be on the street and they were going to be doing like an act or something.
Oh, panhandling, yeah.
For money.
Especially when he was learning to juggle and ride the unicycle.
Yeah, that's what I also thought. And something else that I thought was going to happen was that, well, 2 other things. One was that she was going to fix the roof.
Yeah, but he did.
He did?
He needed the hole for the stove pipe out, remember?
That was a different area.
That was during the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he needed the hole in the roof for the stovepipe.
That wouldn't have then landed on his nose on his bed because it was farther away. That was a different hole. It was.
And then she put the umbrella over him.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought all the snow was going to land on her.
Or there was just going to be like a 2-foot thing of snow.
And then she was going to get sick because she took care of him while he was sick.
The other thing I thought was going to happen was that, I don't know, Celestine or somebody was going to be like, yeah, we don't necessarily need our teeth. We could do these things. We could probably do them medically.
Create something.
There actually was something mechanical to dig through. So it's like, what do you use? Cleanery.
The van candy shop. And it sticks out like a red sore thumb.
So they repainted it, camouflage.
And then he bumps into it.
I thought they were just going to repaint the entire thing like blue or something.
Yeah, a different color, yeah. But that was creative.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, really, apart from it's a little slow at the beginning and
then they were wanted for...
Well, it has a really weird, like... Did you guys just run out of money at the end? Like, you have to do this by, like, still frames or something and voiceover? It reminded me of Skyline, where it's like, okay, man, we're out of money. We're going to show you it in stills, and then we're going to show you pictures.
Okay.
Which, yeah, I guess we should review Beyond Skyline one day. It's an alien invasion movie, so you're going to love it.
You'll love it. No.
Okay, do you have anything else you want to say?
No, because I don't want to give away the ending. I think you could watch it with your kids. It's on TV, it's free.
It's a fine kids film. At least when we saw it, it didn't have any ads, so, that's great.
Unless you pause it to walk away, then it says you have to press any button to remove the ads. So. Or
we can see Everybody Hates Chris. I'd recommend it, but I wouldn't buy it. But if you're a fan of this style of animation, which is not a huge, then you'll love it. Like, I
have a lot of history.
This is extremely controversial. Huge.
Who
of people
actor
forced with mechanic. Wasn't she in
don't know.
Movie in role here.
Horses.
That's all I
think.